asked my mom to buy me like bras and stuff, because like I would see other girls, you know, they had their whatever, and I didn't. I just had this flat. I mean, I still technically have flat. I don't really have anything right now, but I have something now.
Fresh feminine style to 11, I'm divine, so heavenly, gentlemen, sweat, lips down, across the board, no doubt. Body like wow, she about to end this drought. Titty so plentiful, fish queen, Jezebel should be criminal. Don't make sense for a bitch to be this and down. Rock to the side, what is that sound? Watch me drop it to the ground. Wait for the 4, drop to the floor, add up the 10s to get the score. I'm that bitch, yes, I love that.
Hi, it's Jordan. Welcome to the Carrot Rejects, and today is pretty much I'm going to be talking about, I feel like, about a lot of things that girls struggle with, or like a lot of things that are going on in the world right now regarding what's going on in the world right now. So yeah, so the first thing I kind of want to out of this whole little can you still see it? Okay, so on Monday, I'm just act like it's Monday today because it's actually Tuesday. But today we're going to be talking about one thing that I feel like everyone struggles with, not just girls. I feel like men also struggle with this too, and it's body image, your figure or whatever. I would say that as a young Black woman, it's been difficult learning how to love myself and how to appreciate what I look like, because where I grew up, for a majority of my life, I didn't feel accepted. I feel like I felt like a fish out of a bowl, or fish out of the water, you know. There was only a few Black people at the school, or in general where I live, but yeah, and I feel like me being one of the few Black people in my community, it affected me in a lot of ways, or my figure of how I saw myself. So I would say that I started really thinking about how my body looks and stuff towards the end of like 6th grade. I started to see a lot of girls, started to, you know, you hit puberty and everything, and a lot of girls, they had large breastises, and you know, and their hips and stuff was kind of, you know, coming together, and like I myself, I did not have that. I didn't have that. I was you know, I was like this, and I wanted to have their bodies, because I'm like, how did they get them so like fast, and like, why don't I have them? And I remember I would used to like ask my mom to buy me like bras and stuff, because like I would see other girls, you know, they had their whatever, and I didn't. I just had this flat. I mean, I still technically have flat. I don't really have anything right now, but I have something now, you know, but back then I didn't have anything. I was just sick, and it was 6th grade, and I realized like it was the end of 6th grade, and we were going into middle school, and that's when I knew like I didn't know anybody, anything. And middle school was really hard for me because, you know, there was you were expected to be somebody, to do things, and to fit in, and I resented them so much by the way that they looked, that I didn't like myself, nor did I like them, but I knew I wanted to be them, you know. It was like a love-hate kind of situation. But yeah, for my body, so I hit 7th grade, and my 7th grade year, the beginning of it, no. And all throughout middle school, it was a no, like no. But I remember I felt very insecure when about my body when I entered into 7th grade, like the first day, I remember me and my friends, we actually got ran over. Like I fell because like all the kids, like all like 8th graders and like, you know, they just pushed us and they ran us over and everything and stuff. But like throughout the day, as I was like looking around and everything, I'm like, wow, everybody looks so different, and I look the same. I don't look any different. I look how I looked in elementary school, you know. And it wasn't easy to realize that. I mean, throughout, you know, middle school or whatever, my body, it did something, I don't know, but it wasn't at the pace as the other girls, the popular girls, I guess you could say, were at. And, you know, yeah, I felt envious of them because they would get all this attention from like the boys and like boys I liked and everything, and I didn't get that. And I had this thing about hugging. I'm still iffy about hugging, but like it was this thing at my old school where like the really popular girls and the popular guys or whatever, they would like hug so much, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to be hugged. It was so weird, but but yeah, I wanted to look like them. I wanted to have their bodies because like they had nice bodies and everything, and I didn't at that time. And so freshman year hit. I start to grow into myself more, but not quite as much. It was still, you know, very awkward. And like also I feel like another thing that plays into like body, about how you feel about your body, is with family members. Because I remember when I was younger, I would used to go, and I know that's like just it's sort of like a endearment, you know, to make fun of your family members or whatever. But like I guess as a young girl, that didn't really register until like I got old enough, and then when I got old enough, when I understood what they were talking about, it kind of just it made me feel a certain type of way about myself. It didn't really help, but I know I remember one of my uncles, I'm not gonna say who, but one of my uncles, he said like, oh, you skinny, or you just skin and bones, you don't got no meat on you, la 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 la. And like I know that's like, you know, like it's funny now when I think about it, but like as like a young girl, I'm still very young, but like as like a little girl and whatever, hearing that from your uncles and stuff, and just you're going to visit them and then they just start saying like crap about you or whatever, making fun of you, it can affect you, you know. And so I always thought that I was just skin and bones. I mean, I still am just skin and bones, but I have more meat on me now. But freshman year, you know, I remember I have like maybe like 2 weeks or so after I started school, I had a panic attack because I wanted to make friends. I wanted to be popular and everything, and I didn't really understand the whole concept of that. Not everyone's going to like you, and not everyone's going to like the way you look. And I still struggle with that today, that that not everyone's going to like the way I look, and you know, but it comes, you learn the process. But I didn't understand that back then, or even in sophomore year. I understood it a little better, but freshman year I took it harder. Yeah, but the end of freshman year was a good year, but I was still very self-conscious of my body, because at that time I had social media. I had it now. My mom allowed me to have social media, so when I would see these girls, you know, black girls like me, or like even, you know, just any girl really, to be honest, and I see them and they had like such nice bodies, you know, nice butt, you know, nice boobs, nice waist and everything. I was like, oh my god, like I want to look like that. And they were like my age, and I was just like, wow, like oh, why don't I look like that, you know? Yeah, and you know, the way that the body image throughout time has changed drastically, but it's always the same thing. It's like like really thick, thin, and then, you know, healthy, and then overly, you know, voluptuous or whatever. And it's like it goes back, like right now the whole big thing is like having a nice big butt, you know, big butt, nice boobs, a really curvy figure. That's really in right now. It's been in for at least since 2015. I would say that that's grown, but it's going to fall and it's going to be something else, and then it's going to come back again and it's going to be something else. And it's just saying that the way that society, its body image has a lot of effect on young women, especially young Black women, because it's interesting seeing how we as Black women have those bodies, those curvaceous bodies, or will eventually have them. And back then we used to be criticized for them, and now that they're a thing and everybody has it, and now it's on especially when it's specifically not on a Black girl, it's praised, it's appreciated more, which is really sad to think, because Black girls are very insecure about themselves, a lot of young Black girls. So when you see that it's a person of a different color having the same body as you, but you're getting criticized for your body, while that other person is getting appreciated and praised, it's like it sucks. But and especially if and it goes both ways, is when you, a young Black girl, don't look like a voluptuous or a thick Black girl or anything, you will be criticized for that too. So it's just it's no wrong, you're just being criticized in general. And I think that really sucks. That's really sad that our society is like that, and even different communities, like our Black community, is like that. It's really sad. I feel like we should all just appreciate all body types. It just needs to be healthy, I mean, and I don't think people understand that people who are of a bigger size or whatever, sometimes they can't lose that weight, but they're healthy. Healthy doesn't necessarily mean stick thin or a nice muscle. Healthy doesn't exactly mean that. You can be big and you can be healthy. But since society has this image where you have to be this size in order to be healthy, in order to be appreciated, in order to be recognized, it's really sad. It makes a lot of people insecure about themselves, especially me. A lot of people ask me what do you need to be insecure for? Well, you can't tell someone that they can't be insecure about their body or about anything, because that's them. We are our worst critics. That's what my mom tells me, that we are our worst critics, and we criticize ourselves. We see everything wrong with us. Those things that are wrong with us, they may be the positives to somebody else, but they are wrong to us, and so we criticize ourselves. We honestly don't really like ourselves that much. But I feel like what we need to do as a society is we need to recognize that the things that we put on and the things that we portray on social media, and the things that we put on social media and the things that we glamorize, they affect young girls and boys. And I'm sure a lot of boys feel very insecure about their bodies too, because men are expected to look a certain way in order to be attractive, and that's not the case either. I don't like it, but even sometimes I do. It's like nature. It's natural, and it shouldn't be, but it is. I'm learning to love my body more. I would say recently I have never gotten so much acknowledgement for what I look like, and now I am, and I think it's because of the change. I'm sorry, I'm moving around so much, but my legs kind of hurt. But it's I guess it's the different community I am in. It's nice. It's a nice feeling, but also you can't rely on somebody else to acknowledge your thing. You have to love yourself, and it's hard to love yourself, but I'm learning how to do it. I'm learning how to appreciate myself. I'm doing things to better myself, as in I'm working out, because I want my body to look what I want it to look like. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. I hope I made sense in this video. I feel like I didn't, but I hope that someone out there could relate to what I'm talking about, and what as a teenage girl or teenage boy, whoever it is that's watching, you could relate somehow, some way. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think it's kind of a little unorganized, but like I'm just really talking from like the heart and from my mind, you know, it's not scripted or anything. So yeah, I hope you guys really like this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comment what you would want me to talk about next week or whatever. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day and be positive, be happy, live positively. Okay, bye. Hey guys, it's me, Jordan, and I just want to let you know that all the videos this week is sponsored by Pretty Girl Certified. Please check them out, they're really cool. I'll link their Instagram down below in the description box. See you guys later, bye.
Been living this lavish, yes, I've been had it. I'm a real princess, these